Hello and welcome to Sew with Christine. In today's tutorial, I will be sharing with you how to cut and sew a straight pants. So if this tutorial is what you're interested in watching, do watch this video to the end. Hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn your post notification bell on. I'm going to be making use of 2 yards for this tutorial. I've folded my fabric into 2, so we'll be drafting the front part first. At the top here, I'm going to draw my starting line of 0.5 inch. Then I'm going to mark the crotch depth. To determine your crotch depth, divide your hip measurement by 4. The hip circumference for this tutorial is 48 inches divided by 4, that is 12 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark down 12 inches for the crotch depth. After marking, I'm just going to connect the points together. Next, I'm going to mark down the hip line, and the hip line is 8 inches. So for my starting line, I'm going to come downward by 8 inches. After marking, I'll go ahead and connect using a straight line. So as you can see, we have the waistline, the hip line, and the crotch depth line in place. Next, I'm going to divide the hip circumference by 4 and I'll mark the value here. 48 divided by 4 is 12, so I'll go ahead and mark down 12 inches. After marking on these 3 lines, I'm going to connect them. On the crotch depth line is where we'll mark the thigh measurements. So you're going to divide the thigh measurement by 2. For the thigh here, I have 28 inches divided by 2, that gives 14 inches. So I'm going to mark 14 inches here. Your thigh measurements and your ankle measurements, you divide them by 2 with your knee circumference. For the hip and the waist, you divide those ones by 4. After marking the thigh measurements, I'm going to connect it to meet with the hip line like so. So if you need a guide, you can just go up from this point by 1 inch. I'll mark that area down and I will use my curve to follow that path. Next is to mark the quarter waist measurement. So coming from the center front like so, I'm going to mark down 8 inches. Then I will connect these 8 inches to the side like so. I won't be using that for this pants, but if you want to add your darts, then add 1 inch to your quarter waist measurement at the side there. From the center front here, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Then I will connect this 1 inch to the side of this pants. On the thigh line here, I'm going to divide this by 2, and I have that at 7 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 7 inches. I'm also going to mark 7 inches on the thigh line. From there, I'm going to connect this straight down to where I have the length of my pants. Before I start drafting, I pin down my fabric so that I can secure them in place. I'll keep marking 7 inches downward. Then I'm going to use a straight line to connect these 7 inches that I have marked. The length of this pants is 42 inches. So from the starting line, I'm just going to mark a random number and mark 35 inches there. I'm going to continue from that 35 inches that I marked to 42 inches where I have the length of these pants. Then I'll add 2 inches for the hem allowance. I'll go ahead and rule a straight line over these marked areas. So I have my hemline in place now. Afterwards, I'll go ahead and mark down the knee line measurement. The knee line is 22 inches. I'll go ahead and mark down 22 inches here. Then I'm going to draw a line over the marked area. On that line, I'm going to mark down the circumference of the knee, and I have that at 21 inches. I'll divide that by 2, that is 10.5. Since I've marked my midline here, I'll go ahead and divide 10.5 by 2. That's I will be sharing that 10.5 inches on this side of the line and on this other side. So I have 5.25 here and 5.25 on the other side. Next, I'm just going to connect these areas together. For the circumference of the ankle, I'm going to minus 1 inch from the knee circumference here. Since I have the knee circumference at 21 inches, I'm going to be using 20 inches for the ankle circumference. I'll go ahead and divide that 20 by 2, that is 10 inches. Then I'm going to mark 5 inches on this side and 5 inches on the other side. Once I'm done marking, I'm going to connect from the knee down to the hem line. We are done drafting the front parts. Next, I'll go ahead and cut out this pattern. After this, we'll move to drafting the back part. So if you have stayed to this point, I would like you to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn your post notification bell on. I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two so we can draft the back pattern. As you can see, I've laid the front one onto the back piece. At the tie line here, I'm going to extend this by 3.5 inches onto the back piece. Then on the knee area, I'm going to mark 2 inches. I'll come to the hip line here. I will mark 2 inches, then I'll go to the waistline there and also mark 2 inches. The excess we have at the top there, I'm going to also mark 2 inches there. So the only place I marked 3.5 inches is the tie line area. The others will be 2 inches. The 2 inches will serve as the seam allowance. I'm going to draw a straight line downward connecting these 2 inches to the tie line like so. Then I'm going to draw my tie line on the back part. Afterwards, I'm going to come up here by 1 inch like we did for the front pattern. Then I will just use a curve to connect this like so. Coming to the excess at the top part, I'm going to go upward by 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect the side of this pants to meet with that 1.5 inches. So you see, for the front we went down by 1 inch, for the back we'll go up by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to connect this area to the 2 inches that I've marked. I'm going to move my fabric upward so I can continue marking 2 inches. I'm going to mark these 2 inches down to the hem area. Note that when we drafted the front parts, I didn't add any seam allowance. The seam allowance that I'll be using is what I've just added to the back parts. So we are done drafting the back pattern like so. Next is for me to cut this out. Alright guys, for the front parts where we came down by 1 inch, I'm now going to cut this out. As you can see, I've gone ahead to cut this out and I left about 0.5 inch for the seam allowance there. Now we are on to the stitching parts. I'm going to bring the front ones like so, right side facing right side, and I'm going to stitch the center front like that, and I will stitch the center back also. Alright, this is it guys. I'm done stitching the center front and the center back like this. Next, I'm going to stitch the side. I'll be stitching only one side of this pants. And here we are. I'm done stitching this side close. You can see this other part is still open. So I'll go ahead and measure the waist area. After measuring, I will cut out my band. Here's the band. I've ironed my gum stay onto this band. I'm going to take the measurement and I have this at 5 inches. Also, I folded the edges of this band inward. So this is how I'm going to place the band. I'll open up my band like so and place the waistline of this pants in between the band. When you are placing your pants in between the band like so, do not send it in too deep. Just place it about 0.5 inches in between the band. So I'll take this to a sewing machine and stitch all through. Here we have it guys. I'm done stitching the waistband onto this pants and this is what it looks like. You can see how neat this looks. Next, I'm going to be stitching my zipper onto this pants. So I'll turn this to the wrong side like so. And from the top part, I'm going to mark where I want my zipper to end. From this place that I've marked, I will sew this other side close. There we are. I've gone ahead to fix my zipper to this, and this is what it looks like. And I've also closed the other parts of this pants. You can see this band area, the both sides are well aligned. So when you are fixing your zipper, you want to put that into consideration. So we are going to finish this off by stitching this area of the pants. I'm going to bring the front and the back this way and sew from one end of this pants to the other. Alright guys, I'm done sewing this and this is what it looks like. You can see this is very beautiful and also very easy to make. I've also hemmed the base of these pants and went ahead to top stitch the center front through to the center back. Thank you so much for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one.